Our items have been selling so fast, we actually made an extra video yesterday afternoon of 3 more items that had sold. Since yesterday afternoon, we've now sold 9 more items as well. Remember, the goal that we're trying to get to sustainably here is 5 clothing items listed a day and 5 clothing items selling a day. And so we're not quite there yet, but we are definitely making some progress. I'm going to highlight all the sales and then a little bit of thrifting that we did yesterday. Starting up front, we are almost out of all these Abeka homeschool curriculum books, but we sold 2 more books to 2 more different people. This History, Science, and Health 1 book, and then this My New Name. I don't think either of these are selling for too much at this point. This is kind of the last of the last, and most people have their homeschool curriculum, but we've gotten to sell through a bunch. We also had some sports card sales. We had 2 separate sales. The first one was a Fernando Tatis Jr. Platinum Etchings. That was actually a case hit card, but really doesn't have much value at this point. And then an Andrew Vaughn rookie serial numbered card. And so those went to 2 different people. Then we had one person who took advantage of free shipping on sports cards of orders of 5 or more. And so they bought 5 sports cards to get the free shipping, which is one of the ways that you can entice buyers to buy more things, which when we're just trying to clear stuff out, that's great. They bought Christian McCaffrey. I believe all these are either autographed and or serial numbered. Jalen Waddle rookie, Marlon Davidson auto, Charles Harris auto, and who's this one? I don't even know who the last one is here. Tyrone David Price, I guess. Sorry, don't know that one too well. All right, and then we sold 3 shirts. This first one was this Disney shirt. I bought this from a super high-end resale shop just as a goal of trying to start to build a relationship. I knew I wasn't going to make much on it. I just wanted to sell it fast. So we bought it for like 6 and we sold it for 15. Again, that one wasn't so much about the profit as it was about just starting to build a relationship with a local place that gets great clothing, and I want to just try to start to open up some doors. You guys know my brand that I love right now is Roback. We listed this one. This actually went live yesterday morning. It sold within hours for $66 plus shipping. So absolutely phenomenal sale. I love Roback, and we love just keep finding them. That's the 3rd one that I found now in the last 3 weeks. Everyone is sold for $50 or more within like days of listings, which is awesome. And then we sold this Polo Ralph Lauren. This one was a big pony. Maybe you can kind of partly see it there. Ended up doing, I made an offer while it was on sale over the weekend, and then the person finally accepted the offer today. So they got a good deal on it. I think it sold for like 18 or something like that. So that's a pretty good deal. But again, it was coming off of a weekend sale and just trying to get the store rebooted. Then lastly, we sold this Monster Jam Big Air World Finals. This is actually an old Amazon return, something I bought to sell on Amazon and couldn't for whatever reason. I don't remember, maybe it got restricted or something like that. Anyway, we sold it for $2 plus $15 shipping. It's brand new and sealed, but it's been sitting around forever, taking up space, and the next stop was going to be out the door, being donated back. So at least I got a couple bucks for it, and we'll try to minimize the shipping. All right, then we did a little bit of thrifting today. The key thing that I found yesterday, now unfortunately there are a couple of stains on it, which I'll show you here. So there's some stains, but the good news is at least the stains kind of blend into the color of it, but obviously we're just going to disclose it. But this is the first time I found this brand in a long time. There's multiple tags out there, but this is one of them that you look for. Jam's World. They make Hawaiian shirts. This is about the most boring shirt that they make, and if this was in great condition, as of the most boring shirt they make, it still would be a $40 to $50 sale, as long as you're dealing with sizes large and above. I don't know exactly where I'm going to price this. I got to look at the comps. Probably listed around 30 because of the damage. But it's just a great, awesome brand to be looking out for, especially if you see lots of Hawaiian shirts. There's lots of good Hawaiian shirts brands, but this is one of my favorite ones to find. And the tags are usually really easy. And again, pretty much any condition. I'll give you an update. You can see a little bit more of the damage there, but it does kind of blend in. So again, that's the good thing. I'll look it over, but anyway, it should be 30 bucks, something like that. All right, then we also got these Philadelphia Phillies new with tags lounge pants. You can see they got the big P. This is authentic, genuine MLB merchandise. It's all the good deal. So I've already actually made these listings. I made the listings up last night. They're not live yet, but the listings have already been created, pictures taken and everything. All right, and then I did push myself because I'm trying to learn all the areas of men's clothing, not just the shirts, which I kind of know and I'm relearning. But we did get this sport coat blazer type of thing here. I've been waiting to try to find multiple things that line up. So I wanted to find a good piece at the right price that I think is going to sell. So this is Brooks Brothers, but this is special edition, Rita edition, which these tend to sell a little bit more from the comps that I was looking at. And then you can also see, I don't know if you can see that here, but this is 100% wool. So I'm looking for a good brand, good material, and something special when it comes to blazers, because I don't know too much about them, so I would just want to start slow and give myself a guarantee for stuff that's going to sell and not be sitting around forever and ever. All right, a couple more. Found this shirt. This is, you can guess the brand before I show it to you. There it is, Polo Ralph Lauren, Westerton. So I wouldn't say it's quite vintage, but it's definitely got kind of that retro style. It's in really good shape. Lots of fun colors on it, and so we're going to get that, and it's a nice size, extra large. So we're going to have that. And we also grabbed this Orvis shirt. I was on the fence. I almost didn't grab it because the price that it's going to sell for is probably not quite as high as what I want. But I do want to make sure I have some things that are high quality that are lower priced as well, because I don't want to price everybody out of the market, because we do a lot of things. I've been listing a lot of items at $33, $44, $55. And this one's probably going to list right around the $22 range, if you can tell the pattern that I'm kind of working with here. But it's really great shape, and it is a little bit nicer than kind of like your average button-down shirt, even though it's not maybe the traditional type of style that people for Orvis would be looking for. All right, lastly, found another Polo Ralph Lauren, but this one is different. This is the Performance. Polo Ralph Lauren Performance. And so it's a super nice, it's kind of a different tag if you're used to looking for the normal Polo Ralph Lauren tag. It's similar to an RLX, but it's a little bit nicer, and a little bit dressier than that. So I forget exactly what we're looking at here, but this should be, it's in really great shape again, and size large and everything. So it should be in the $30 range, I think, for this one. So that's the stuff. And then, of course, we've got all the other thrift haul that we talked about the other day. That's going to be slowly going up over the next few days. I think I will have a draft bank of about 5 days out, which is about 25 listings in the queue ready to go. We got to get that eventually here up to 70 listings in the queue. And so, but I got to do it slow enough where I don't have so much money tied up in inventory that's not even listed. So I haven't quite decided. I might actually I might take a step back for a couple of weeks and just go back to listing 1 or 2 items a day and get my draft bank up, because I just don't know if I want to have something like $500 in unlisted inventory. I think I might be better off, keeping that number a little bit lower until the cash flows come up just a bit. And that will also give me the freedom to source the best of the best, and not be forcing to find things that are not quite as good, be hitting more the $30 to $40 items and less of these, $15 to $25 items. So we kind of stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on the process. But again, the goal that you're seeing here is new stuff coming in the store, and some of the best of the new stuff selling right away. And at the same time, some of the older stuff getting blown out, freeing up capital so we can continue. And I really liked a tip that I heard from Daily Refinement, which is this idea that every time you sell a bad item, replace it. Use that money and do that item. It's like due diligence, and give it its tribute by replacing it with something better. And so, I sell this Monster Jam set that's been sitting around for months not selling. I might only get $2 out of it, but I'm going to really be on the lookout to try to find something in the $2, $3, $4 range that's going to be significantly better. And so that way it's like, yes, I lost money on this sale, but that money I'm going to use to pay it forward to make money on the next sale. And that's okay. You're going to have duds. You can't let that get you down, but you want to free up that capital so you can keep it moving into something better. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to keep finding more and more of these Roback shirts, because they are our money makers right now.